My name is Dinah Mazudis. I'm the Endowed Professor of Ethics, Responsibility and Sustainability here at Telfer. And along with Sharon O'Sullivan, we are the co-leads of the area of strategic impact on globalization, governance, and sustainability. Our aim is to advance the understanding about how management and governance practices play a strategic role in the creation of globally sustainable social, environmental, and economic value. Importantly, we're aiming for a very broad organizational audience, focusing not only on our coordinated set of strategic research initiatives, but also on outreach and teaching activities that target both managers and organizations in the broader community.
The globalization of business has always meant to serve as a platform for broader collaboration on our most serious geopolitical problems. And on multiple levels, this has been an extraordinary success. Economies around the world have become interconnected in ways no one previously could have thought possible. And along with that, cultures have become interconnected as well. Right now we're on a collision course between life and ecosystems, which evolve slowly, and climate change, which is advancing rapidly. And the planet doesn't have the luxury of time to reconcile the disparate rates of development. It's an enormous geopolitical crisis that requires clean technologies coordinated and properly governed on a global scale to restore us to sustainability. And this is precisely why our ASI's research matters.
Our colleague, Dr. Suhaib Riaz, is doing some really interesting work on global crises and dysfunctional systems. Professor Riaz's research addresses why, even as we seem to be living from one crisis to another, the dysfunctional socioeconomic systems underlying these crises are so difficult to change. His research encompasses the global financial crisis and the crises related to economic inequality, political polarization, and global trade wars. He has explored the interconnected nature of these multiple grand challenges. These are among the factors that continue to stall any serious efforts at change, leaving us stuck with the same systems and the resulting crises. Another project in our ASI is by our colleagues Mohamed Chelli and Walid Ben-Ammar, who are looking at sustainability and water management strategies. For many firms, water is a key factor in the production of goods and services. However, as water availability and quality continue to decline, investors, creditors, and regulators have begun to place greater pressure on firms to disclose how they manage water resources, how their practices impact their businesses, and how these firms mitigate risks related to corporate use of water. If firms are not prepared to navigate these challenges, they can face a variety of business risks that can make their operation challenging. To answer this question, Professors Mohamed Chelli and Walid Ben-Ammar will examine the impact of corporate management in their efforts to help corporate transparency and firms make better and more sustainable decisions.
This project by Professors Ben-Ammar, Chang, and McElkenny looked at diversity in boards and organizational responses to sustainability initiatives. Specifically, they looked at how female representativeness on boards of directors influenced corporate responsiveness to stakeholders' demands for increased public reporting about climate change-related risks. They found that the likelihood of voluntary climate change disclosure increased with the percentage of women on boards. Their findings reinforce that initiatives being taken around the world to support gender diversity in corporate governance also support board effectiveness in stakeholder management. Globalization really can be governed in a manner that lifts all boats economically, environmentally, and socially, in Canada and internationally.